Hello everyone. So if you remember recently I made a video on my channel. Basically I was walking and these days I go for a walk quite regularly in fact, which is a good thing because we all should do that. Walking, running or any form of exercise. I prefer walking because I mean I may not do weightlifting or running every day, but I always prefer walking at least 7 or 8 kilometers. I try to achieve at least 10,000 steps. And by the way, um, if you are walking or if you're doing any form of exercising, I think it is always good to have some kind of a tracker. I mean, these days, the mobile phone can track, but if you have a watch like this, I'm using this very old Garmin watch, View Active, something like that. It has like heart rate monitor. But I mean, the thing is that you should try. You should try to do these things, simple things, so that or you can actually track if you want to track, which I prefer personally. And the thing is that when I'm walking, I am of course talking about things. And recently, I received some feedback, good feedback, in fact, about actually showing things instead of just talking. I mean, that is what I do. I mean, because sometimes when people are watching one of my video, let us say they watched my video where I talked about where I was walking and I was talking about building your own community. So someone had told me that you should also show things, which to be honest I have in the past. But that is the thing with YouTube. When you make a video and when people are watching that video, they don't really go back to your channel's old videos. They assume that whatever you're doing, whatever you're saying is the current status, and that is the ultimate truth, which of course is not always the case, because if you are I mean, if you're making a video, you can't really tell your audience about everything that you've done in the past. You cannot really tell them that yes, I have hundreds of videos focused on how to build your own website, how to use tools like org mode and Emacs. But anyways, I thought I'll probably make a separate video again with of course sharing my screen. That is what I do normally 99% of the times. So I'll probably show you how I do it. And when I say building your own community, I'm basically talking about not relying on social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I mean, I do have an account over there because I don't really want to miss out on things. I also want to be part of the cool kids gang, but at the same time, I want to keep all the data with me. And the idea of my own website is that I share everything here, each and everything. Of course, videos are coming from YouTube, but the videos are actually embedded here. So there is a library of my own videos, and because it is my own website, I can do whatever I want. I can create my own taxonomy, which I have, by the way. And by the way, taxonomy means category. So I have different courses, I have different tags. So the main thing that I want to talk about is the community part, because I want people who want to connect with me. I mean, of course, there are multiple ways to do it. By the way, I also have my own RSS feed. In case you know what RSS feed is, it is nothing but an XML file. So if you prefer RSS feed, I do have an RSS feed. But apart from RSS feed, I have my newsletter, which I honestly don't really use, but I have it, right? I mean, if you go to my if you go to any of my video or any content, you will probably find a place where you can sign up for that newsletter if you want. So you can actually get an update from me, which I hardly do. But the main thing that I do is, I mean, to be honest, I prefer people to just come to the website. I don't really need your email address. I don't really need to know who you are. I'm just doing these things for my own personal satisfaction. And at the same time, I'm hoping that someone somewhere will find it useful. But at the same time, I think it is also useful to build some kind of a network or community for your subscribers or whatever followers, or basically people who are like-minded. So what I do and what I have been doing, I always had this newsletter, but recently, or not recently, but last year, because I received a lot of comments on my videos, and beyond a certain, I mean, if you receive like one comment a day, you can manage. But most of my comments on my channel, I mean, I may receive one comment or 10 comments, but most of the comments or questions that people ask me are basically about their problems, like how to do this in org mode, how to do this in Linux, or because I have my other channel where I talk about Jira. So that is where I get a lot of questions, and I was looking for a long time to find a way so that I can channelize those requests. So if you have your own website, you can do it. For example, I have my Drupal-based website, and on this Drupal-based website, if I want, I can actually open up membership if I want. But because I talk about Jira, I thought why not use Jira for building my own community. So basically what I did, I have my own service desk. So if you go to my website and if you go to /support, you can actually raise a ticket for me like this, and it will actually take you to this portal, which is basically a Jira service management portal. And by the way, don't worry too much about it right now because I'm not really going to give you a tutorial of Jira. But what you can do is you can actually go to atlassian.com, then go to products, and then sign up for Jira Service Management, or basically sign up for Jira Software Service Management and Jira Work Management. So basically you can sign up for free. You don't have to pay, by the way. So when you sign up for your free Jira account, you will get, I believe, 3 agents. And basically what you will get is you will get your own portal where people can raise tickets. And good thing is that people can also raise tickets if you want to embed your, basically for your service desk, you will get this code that you can embed on your website where you will have this pop-up kind of a thing where people can just fill up this form and you will get a ticket, basically simply a ticket. And you will also get their contact details in case you want to reach out to them. I mean, I don't really do that unless they're reaching out to me, but this is what I do. And at the same time, because I believe it is my personal belief that moving forward in the next coming years or decades, I think people would want to work for themselves. Like, for example, if I have a skill, I can still survive and live a normal life without working for a big corporate company or without doing a proper full-time job. I can still do whatever I want to do, but at the same time, if you want my help, yes, I can help you because I know how to do this. I'm really good in Emacs, org mode, Linux, Jira, for example. You can pay me and I can do your work. So that is why I also believe that we all should try to achieve financial independent. And when I have this network, when I have this community, I do ask people when they contact me, if they are willing to pay me. For example, I do have like a paid membership, which is basically just a membership where I want to offer something back to my members. For example, I am going to give them my free books, or not really free books, but I'm going to give them my upcoming books for free, which will not be free for everyone, but for those who join my membership program, they will get the book for free. But at the same time, because some of those people, they are also looking for my services. And by the way, if you go to my website, sparksys.com, I have a similar service desk where I have basically this form for my potential clients to reach out to me. So in a way, if you're doing it, you may not have your own company, but you can still have this setup where you can actually enabling your members. First of all, you're enabling your members or your followers, your subscribers to join your site. Basically, you need to know who they are. I mean, if you, I mean, there are other ways to do it on other platforms, but you need to know that data. You need to have full control over their details, and you can do that when you basically do it yourself on your own website. That is the ultimate thing. But because I talk about Jira, I'm of course using Jira, which is hosted on Atlassian, which is totally okay because I still know I own the data in a way because although I'm using a free plan, but I know their email addresses and I can always take a backup of my Jira cloud instance if I have to. And this is basically a way to, build your own network and basically your own personal community. And on this particular service desk of mine, people raise tickets for me, I reply to them, and I have like one-to-one connection with them. And I have a way to reply to them. I have like a proper channel. And people who want to, for example, if some of my members are paid, I reply to them first because, if I have a lot of things to do in life, which is usually the case, and if someone is an active member of my membership program, I will make sure that I will reply to them quickly. So this is also additional benefit. And by the way, I mean, 2.99 dollar, not dollar, but pound per month may not sound like a big number, but it is just a way for me to create my own community of paid members. I mean, not everyone is paid, but if they are paid members, then they will get some perks. Even if they are not paid members, I still know who they are, and they can directly reach out to me. And at the same time, this is like a potential, for me, it's like a potential list of people who may or may not in future buy my services. So I think this is all. This is what we all should do. We should try to control our network. And I mean, if you're on Twitter or Facebook, you can still do these things in bits and pieces, but you don't really own the data, right? You never really know what will happen to Facebook tomorrow. I mean, to be honest, Facebook is anyways declining. I don't really use Facebook anymore. I mean, I do have an account. I still am there on Facebook, but I just have 50 friends. That is it. And I don't really use WhatsApp anymore. When I say I don't really use it, but I mean that I don't really use these sites actively. Also talking about Twitter, I don't really post on Twitter directly, never. I mean, for the past 2 years, I have been posting only on my website. For example, if I show one of my video or any post, I basically syndicate this to my Twitter. So there is a link to Twitter, and if you go to Twitter, you will basically find a link back to this particular video. And when someone replies to my Twitter post, I will also see their reply here, somewhere here on like at the very bottom. I can show you how it looks like. So basically the point is that I'm interacting with Twitter through my website, which is like a wonderful thing that you can do. And you can see here that if someone is liking or mentioning my post, I will see their details on my website, and I can reply to them from my website. So everything is on my website, and it's basically something that I'm really proud of, because it is good to own your data. That is it. I mean, that is the simple explanation and summary of today's video. But of course, in today's video, I wanted to talk about community, how you can build your own community. And if you don't really want too much complication, just sign up for free Jira service management account and you're done. All right, that is all I wanted to talk about today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.